Delayed gratification. The marshmallow test. Psychologists gave kids one marshmallow with the choice: eat it now or wait and get two. Years later, the kids who waited performed better academically, financially, and in health. Wagwan, my name is Ema Yuvan, and welcome back to my channel where I share daily messages about life, growth, and everything in between. I wanted to hop on and share a little message that I implemented in my life just today. And it circles around delayed gratification, into where all day I was over the troubling fact of me wanting to rush the process surrounding around all my goals, from financial to physical to spiritual, even mental goals that I had. I wanted to see the result. I wanted to see how I can push myself along the journey to gain whatever I was looking for at this moment. Because, within life, we feel like we want all of our goals to be hit. We want all of our targets to be reached at the soonest time possible. And this was a troubling day for me because recently I've just been focused on the consistency of just doing the action and just making things work and just taking charge, taking action no matter what, and just putting all my energy, all my efforts, all my time into everything that I'm doing. And today, to the point of where I sort of lifted my hands up, I realized that it was like a secondary voice in my head, kind of wanting me to second guess and like doubt the progress that I was making, and wanting me to either see the progress now, see the result now, or just completely just change lanes, completely just go off of course and just make brand new efforts into a brand new target or goal. And midday, I had to stop myself because I realized what I was doing, and it was sort of like a self-destructing mindset that I had. And I had to realize that if I just continue with pushing through these hard days and recognizing them and being mindful over my thoughts and understanding that this life, when you're purpose driven, when you have big goals, when you want to make an impact, it's going to come with challenges. It's going to come with hard times that make you want to second guess, that make you want to rethink everything, that make you want to give up and go back to your regular life or change course onto a different path. And when I realized that and I recognized it, I told myself I just had to double down and, just continue with the work and not even focus on the result, not worry about the result. Don't even think about the result right now because it's not time for it. It's like cooking where when you're putting all the ingredients together, like you're baking a cake or something, you got to get the flour, the eggs, the sugar, the etc., vanilla extract, whatever it may be. You're getting all these ingredients. You're not just going to take those singular ingredients and just like put them in your mouth and swallow them and take and say like, it tastes like cookies. It tastes like a cake. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you have to carefully, take proportions and mix them all together and bake it. And that even the baking of the cake or the cookies takes times as well. So where the final product, after you put on all your efforts and all your energies and combined everything together, then you're able to enjoy what you were crafting, whatever you were making with that time beforehand. And also, like, another thing that I also recognized was a big important thing that I believe a lot of people could take away is I had to ask myself, am I even ready for the result? Am I even ready for the reward? Like, we feel like we want to rush these goals that we have in mind, and we think that we're ready, but we're absolutely not. We don't have the mind capability. We don't have the systems in place to carry and maintain that thing. Because I made an earlier video talking about obtaining your manifestations, but once you obtain it, how are you going to maintain it to carry it out within your life as a sign of sustainability? And I think that's a really important part, because we want to have these things as soon as possible, like a click of a finger, but we're not able to implement them within our lives. Like with me right now, I'm looking to with like two goals from the financial into the physical side. Like obviously everybody wants to be wealthy, everybody wants to get rich. Like that's a goal that I have in mind as well. But like with me financially, I want to build up a system that will generate me an income that I'm able to take away and to implement into different businesses, invest in other people that are looking to create impact as well. But like for me, if I wanted that as soon as possible, like imagine like an imaginary number, for example, like in $1 million, like I get $1 million right now, I would not know what to do with it. Like I would have to pay taxes. Now I need to figure out who uh, is understanding with the tax game and like tax laws and regulations and everything, and figure out the people that I would want to invest into and this, that, and the third. It's like I don't have those things in mind right now. I don't have those things in a real life basis. So if I did get that $1 million right now, I would not know what to do with it. So you had to slowly build yourself into that zone to where you know what to do with your goals, you know what to do with your manifestations. And that's where the delayed gratification kicks in. And like me focusing on that made me come back down into a mindful state of mind. And I can now sit and say, okay, just focus on what I have now. Focus on what's in front of me now. Focus on the plate that I have in front of me. God serves you food that you can handle. God serves you food that you need to chew. And, some food will go down easy. Some food won't. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what God knows you. You know what I mean? God knows who you are. He will test you and give you the test that you're able to fight. He won't give you a test that will feel like the end, or he won't give you a test that will destroy you or turn you over to the enemy. You know what I mean? It's if you fail that test, then sad to say that's on you. You know. It also goes back to working hard now and like going through that test, going through that battle, so you can see the reward later. And yeah, it's something. But with delayed gratification, one point that I was kind of trying to be mindful about is not letting the result be the only reason why I'm in this thing. Like the result shouldn't be the only reason why I'm purposely trying to achieve greater things. You know what I mean? And just because my main thought was, since since the end goal isn't the only thing why I'm doing this, it's not everything. You know what I mean? Like the reason why I'm going through this long list of journeys, from mental, physical, spiritual, financial, social. I have different goals in every category, because I'm able to take away a lot more things than whatever the end goal, whatever the big dream goal, the dream life is. I'm able to learn, I'm able to better myself, I'm able to meet new people and be genuine and open, and you know and just experience a lot more things. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine you would get to your end goal and you don't have those things. You wouldn't meet the fantastic people. You wouldn't have those nice conversations. You wouldn't have those wonderful dinners. You wouldn't have those great new experiences. You just had the end goal. You just had the $1 million. You just had the fit body. You know what I mean? You just had the loyal relationship with God. You know what I mean? You would just have just end goals and just your current being right now, and like you wouldn't have that advancement of your human life existence within your experience, right? So right now I'm buckling down on the consistency and trusting the delayed gratification. And yeah, I just wanted to drop in and kind of share my little trouble throughout the day. But yeah, that's why I like doing these things, because I'm able to become a lot more open and honest and be free with how I live my life and just share it out with you guys, because I know that we're all human, and we all connect, in one way or another. You know what I mean? Like the same way I was going through delayed gratification, focusing on one area of my goals, is the same way that another person could be facing the same thing but in a different area in their life. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's my message for you guys. If this message kind of resonated with you, or if you have different thoughts about it, I'd love to hear that. Just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll be dropping daily messages from here on out and everything. But yeah, peace and love. Ema Yuvan. Now I gotta go hit gym because I got goals still.